M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So look at this nice hotspot we've made here. It looks very nice. Now, it's just a Raspberry Pi case, Raspberry Pi 3B. Look, on standby it shows the timer, and it'll even show the talk group. We've got the IP address here and the frequency. Now this screen came from AliExpress pre-programmed, so I didn't really have to do anything much apart from put the settings in, which I will show you. And here's my talk group 91. On any tone 878. So if I just key the mic, just quickly, you'll see my call sign come up, and you can see all the history there of previous stations. So I think it's actually excellent. Now I wouldn't say it was cheap to make, because the Raspberry Pis are quite expensive these days. What else? The inside is the MMDVM hat. Now I got a different hat, because to get a hat to fit inside a case like this, you need a thinner hat, and I'm going to show you that hat now. This is what the hat looks like. It's an MMDVM duplex hat, simplex, VHF and UHF. It's nice and thin, and the good thing is that these two antennas here will go on the top. You can buy them for a bit more money with the antennas already affixed. You can see where they solder, and also with an OLED screen, but I'm not using an OLED screen. I'm using the NEXTION screen. I'll show you the NEXTION screen, or it's a NEXTION style screen. So it's a 2.2-inch screen. They're delivered, they're about 25. I think they're excellent. I think they're very good. And pre-programmed, you just select the settings in Pi-Star. I'll show you the setting. So it's the simplex, but if you did duplex, you just tick the blue box here where it says duplex repeater. The rest is the same. Now, the type of hat is important. If you're using that hat, well, I can use the GPIO one, that worked fine. So the only thing that was different was when you select the screen settings, it's NEXTION, Devotee, and I've used a USB adapter. If you don't use the USB adapter and you solder it to the top pins, just select modem, and then you want the ON7 LDS L3 for that particular screen. Obviously your DMR, select DMR mode here, scroll down, put in your call sign, DMR number, and the frequency you're going to use, and choose the server that you like using for your country. And if you have a self-care password, don't forget to put that. Brandmeister self-care looks like this, and just register, log in, and then select at the top here on the right your call sign, click self-care down there, and I'm going a bit fast here, and then put your hotspot security there. So it's self-care up here, click it, and then go down to hotspot security. It's pretty nifty. This, put your name in, say let's just say you use the word strawberry, save it. When you go into your settings, you need to get in this section here where the dots are, put in strawberry, and you're good to go on for the Brandmeister UK version. Now you can use the same hotspot on OpenSpot 3 as well. I'll put a link in for Pi-Star, but you do need to download, a version of Pi-Star onto an SD card. Then you need to load up your username and password of your home router so you can use it Wi-Fi with Pi-Star tools. Use Wi-Fi Builder, which is there, and you just put in your username and password here, click submit, and then it comes up with a little file. See that little file there? And you drag that little white file that came at the bottom. Let's click it again. And you just drag that into your SD card, and then you're away to go. So any questions, message me, but I'll put all the links in and then have a look at the rest. Bye for now. So these are the parts you're going to need. You need a Raspberry Pi 3B, an MMDVM hat, and this is actually a duplex hat or simplex, so it's very good. You need a Pi-Star image on your SD card. These cases, you can get them on eBay, Amazon. They're not much, probably under £10, I would say, for this case, the one I'm using. USB adapter, which I'll put all links in the description for everything I've used, so that you can easily just plug the screen into the USB port. Now, the downside to that is you're going to have these cables outside of the hotspot. If you want them to go inside, then you have to solder pins on the board here, and then you can connect these red, yellow, blue, black pins there to the board, which is doable. But right now I'm just doing a very nice quick setup. This is just the side thing that goes where the SD card is. So that's all you need. I'll show you another demo of it working. I'll put all the links in the description. But overall, what's the cost? So at the moment, Pi 3B secondhand are quite expensive, 40. This board 35, that's 75. Screen 25, that's 100. So it's still going to cost you about 110 to make this, and you might decide, well, I can buy the whole thing assembled from AliExpress for not much more, which is probably true. But anyway, this is just me tinkering and showing you what I've been getting up to. And this will work on DMR, DSTAR, Fusion, P25, NEXTION, all that kind of stuff, just like a Pi-Star hotspot always does. The upside is that most of you will probably have a lot of this stuff lying around. This is just about piecing it together and getting the same screen that I'm using that's got the preloaded image as you saw at the beginning. M0FXB, Talk Group 91, MMDVM hat, duplex, VHF, UHF. So I've been playing around, Lionel. I've got it all working wirelessly now. It's just the 3B. To get rid of the adapter, I just need to solder it to the board, and there is just enough room to do it, but it's all in there. It's working perfect.